Hello, welcome to the Dixon Gallery and Gardens. My name is Bill Branch. I am a docent here at the Dixon, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the current traveling exhibit that is on display at the museum. The title of this exhibit is For America, Paintings from the National Academy of Design. The National Academy of Design was founded 1829, about 150 years ago. It contains works of almost every famous American artist that there has ever been. Now, this is an honorary society. They apply for membership to this group. The artist that I'm going to be speaking about in this video is Asher Durand. He is one of the founders of this organization from the very beginning. The actual founder of the group is Thomas Cole, and Asher came immediately after that famous American artist. One interesting fact about this entity, this institution, is when it was a kind of a network support group for artists. When they joined the group, they were required to submit an example of their work, their own artwork, that would then stay with this organization forever. And then they also submitted a portrait of themselves. And an interesting part of walking through this exhibit is you see work and you see the artists themselves. That is the case with Durand. The exhibit has his self-portrait and an example of his work. Durand starts life, his early work is engraving. He's not an artist at all, but he has an interest in art. Eventually he switches over to painting and studies some with Thomas Cole. This is his self-portrait, 1835. Durand had a knack for portraiture. Not all artists do, but he was good at portraiture. It's very stately, kind of. He is formally dressed. He has his cravat on. He's a younger person. It's very dramatic, and he is looking straight out at the viewer. And so we see Durand. Durand got a very big commission early on after people saw that he did well in portraiture. He was given a commission to paint the first 7 presidents of the United States. That's kind of how other artists began to look at him, admire his talent, and see that he was an up-and-coming artist. Like I said, the National Academy of Design, founded by Thomas Cole. Thomas Cole was famous for his huge panoramic paintings. Some of those were actually exhibited here at Dixon in 2016 in an exhibit called Voyages of Life. I hope that you came and saw that. These panoramic paintings are so humongous, so large, it's like you have stepped out of your own world and gone to another world. The paintings are so true to life and so large. Thomas Cole passes away. Asher Durand is elected the president of the group, and so he continues the organization on. In his works, he donated this particular painting right here, which is 1850. The title of it is Landscape. It also is a panoramic, it's not as large as some of those Thomas Cole's paintings, but it's a large painting, and when you look at it and step up to it, you are seeing a panoramic scene, like you had just walked to the edge of the cliff and your breath is taken away by this beautiful scene. So Durand paints this. It is somewhat allegorical. Thomas Cole founded what was known as the Hudson River School, and this is very much a Hudson River School painting, meaning that could be the Hudson River over there, and those are the Catskill Mountains. Now, sometimes they idealize, they painted from memory, and it may not be the exact scene, but when people saw this, they would know what part of the United States that was. Landscape is gosh, a multitude of tiny detail. It kind of boggles my mind how many different brushes would have been Durand used to paint this particular painting. I am thinking that it's sunset, simply because this beautiful evening sunlight spreads across the painting, is on the sides of the trees, the Hudson River, the mountains in the background. The focal point of this painting, there are two gentlemen right here. One is standing and one is seated. They are both artists. How we know that is holding or either lying beside them is a red book. And that red book is a large sketchbook where artists went outdoors on plein air to paint and sketch in nature. One artist is sort of teaching or instructing the other, which is another form of social networking or collaborating, which a lot of us are doing at these days and times. The gentleman standing has something in his hand. I believe that is what is called a maul stick. The early oil painters used that to steady their arm as they were holding the brush. Both of them have those. But they are conversing, they are talking about nature. We don't know who these two people are. They're kind of idealized. I mean, there are no recognizable entities in them. But Durand was very much a lover of nature and believed that God worked in nature, inspires us. And when you come to this exhibit at the Dixon, be sure and stop and look. Have some time to really look at landscape, because it's amazing the amount of detail work that's in there. So thank you.